Hi, this is Rick Davis, and I'd like to thank you for watching our show again. The holiday shows will be a little more helpful and show you how to put some extra cash in your pockets.
During the holiday season, even Santa sometimes needs a little help. Ho, ho, ho! Rick Davis, Gold and Diamond, buying gold all day, every day.
For up-to-the-minute prices on gold, silver, or platinum, visit Rick's website at www.rickdavisgoldendiamonds.com. While there, look for Rick's specials to take advantage of. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, your friend in the jewelry business. Stop in and see Rick and his friendly, experienced staff at 5301 Brainerd Road in Chattanooga. While there, be sure to mention that you saw this ad on the CW and receive your CW special. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, Chattanooga's premier jewelry store.
Rick, is it always crowded at your store? Donna in Fort Oglethorpe.
Donna, you asked if we're always crowded. Yes, ma'am, we like to be. We have crowds in the store from the time we open the door until the time we close, just about every day. We run somewhere between 130 and 160 people a day through there, so you can imagine it looks hectic, but it's really not. I have people come in the store every day, and they look and they see a lot of people, and they'll turn and start out the door, and we'll stop them and tell them that there's only a 15-minute wait. And once they see that and they understand that it's quick in and quick out, they have no problem waiting 15 minutes, especially when you see the kind of money people are getting. So, no, not long at all, wait, and it looks crowded, and it is crowded sometimes, but in and out is very rapid. Thank you for asking, Donna.
Send your questions that you would like for Rick to answer to www.rickdavisgoldendiamonds.com or call the store at 423-499-9162. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, your friend in the jewelry business. Need some extra spending money for the holidays? With gold at the highest it has ever been during Christmas, there's no easier way to turn your unused gold into quick spending money than Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds.
I'm Rick Davis, and we've set up a department in our store now for layaways for Christmas. The economy's bad. People sell their gold, but they also have things of interest to other customers. So we've got it 70% off of retail price. You don't have to pay high prices any longer. Plus, we've added the layaway. It's absolutely free layaway. Come in, make your selection with our well-informed staff. Put it in layaway, make your down payment. There's no layaway fees, no layaway charges. 70% off, and you still get to put it in layaway till Christmas. Come and see us. Rick Davis, thank you, and God bless.
How does Rick Davis see hundreds of people every day and nobody waits over 15 minutes? It's simply the system. Check in with the Golden Girls first. They divide your jewelry into plastic bins. Next, wait for your number to be called. This may be my favorite part because it is never a long wait and it gives me the opportunity to look around the showroom. Then, when my number is called, I get to see Rick or Jason. Both of them are great. They give me a value on my items and I decide if I want to sell it or not. Of course, I always do because Rick pays the best. Last, I sign out with Miss Norma. She's really a gem, and I'm on my way. I always have a great time with Rick and his friendly staff. I wouldn't go anywhere else.
We'd like to invite you to stop by the store at 5301 Brainerd Road, where we have an incredibly friendly staff, a very educated staff, and we're there to serve you and answer your questions. So please stop by and get to know us a little bit better, because we are your friend in the jewelry business.
I want to see if these are real diamonds.
Did these come out of which box?
Oh, these 16. She gave me 2 of them. These don't matter.
No, I mean, these, they've
real.
sorted them already in carats. What went in what box? This went in these boxes?
All of them went in there except for this one. This one came off my finger. I just picked it up. These two are just junk, and this one don't matter. This one was 10 karat. But
Okay. Yes, diamonds.
Yes, hell yeah.
diamonds.
I got it. Have a seat, Damon. And we can be on TV.
Yes, diamond.
Okay, I need to get that one sized in.
That's 14 karat and diamonds.
Okay, I need to get these sized. That's one's real.
Now let me explain something to you though. Even though these are real diamonds, that stone's not going to bring an awfully lot of money because it's a pair. Pairs are very hard to sell diamond. Right now, the diamond that really sells that brings money is the little princess cut, the square.
I got to see. We have some
And
more,
round.
but he wouldn't let me bring them because he's going to bring them in with me. So I won't do exactly what I'm fixing to do with this one right
I
here.
understand. Well, and we've probably got something in the showcases up there that you can find that's similar to this.
Okay.
And I'm just going to explain the marquee market to you a little bit.
Okay.
3.8 times $29, 14. It's got $110 worth of gold in it. It's got a carat of diamonds, which is $160. That's $270.
Ain't worth messing with.
Well, by that though, what he's talking to you about is $270 times nationwide is 600% markup on jewelry.
Okay.
So 6 times $270 puts that $1,620.
Oh, okay.
In the day when marquees were popular, that was an $1,800 retail piece.
Okay.
So that's probably what he's talking about. She'd paid a lot of money for it.
Right.
But the
So
return
when I come
on
over
it,
here to sell it or trade it for another ring, I'm just going to get.
$270.
Oh, so what I get, there's no
And that's
difference
only
whatsoever.
because it's marquees. If it was round stones, you get on up around $500.
So he's about to buy me an engagement ring. I was going to use this one, but if I want something that's going to hold its value, he's going to spend no more than $1,000. I need to go ahead and get a square one. Is that what you're saying?
No, get it. I mean, if that's what you want, you know. But you can look through here at the counters. If it's a $2,000 ring in most stores, we'll probably be $8.99 in our counters.
Yeah.
So you can buy a $2,000 ring for $8.99 or less.
So when you see, the reason I was going to watch your show, when you see the cut clarity, I went on like some of the diamond.
Color, cut, clarity.
What is it? What is that? I mean, is each of these diamond rings over here I look at, you're going to be able to tell me this one that looks just like this one is better than this one?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And that means it's sparklier when you look at it?
Sparkler, it puts out light better. It's a VVS stone, very, very slightly included, is a very bright stone, very clear. A SI1, SI2's got a lot more specs in it.
See, I noticed by my book light last night with these rings that this one was putting out rings all over the wall.
A I-grade stone that you can find in a lot of stores is imperfect, and it'll be so frosty that it won't put out any color, it won't put out any
Like a
fire.
walnut.
So, yeah, exactly.
So, so I need to go back over. Well, first of all, I'm gonna give them some size just to wear on my finger.
Okay, you can do that. Sizing is we'll do
So
those
in
for
your personal
$12 each.
opinion,
No,
that looks like this. I just tell them to put it back ahead and get
I
my
just
own
put it in
diamond
there.
ring.
Exactly, exactly.
okay.
It's the least amount of things for you to do, and don't get rid of it. And you ain't, you know,
just not even
you know
put
what
that
I'm
on my guilty
saying.
conscience
Right.
for the rest of my life. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not enough to do that
Right.
over.
If it was a $5,000 ring, I
Yeah.
might feel different. But
22. And if you trade this in on your set of wedding rings, you've got $578 here in trading just gold.
woohoo!
So let's say you're going to buy a $1,000 set of rings that costs $3,000 in a store. You've got $600-700 of it right there. So you only have to put up $300 more, and you've got a $1,000 ring. Money.
Who does the size and stuff?
The girls will fill out everything for you up at the
And
desk.
she can tell me, well, she's going to help me when I tell her I've got 800 to 1,000 to spend. I pick out the
Yep.
sparkliest.
Exactly. She'll show you what, and then, you know, she may come back to me to get a price or a grade or something, but, you know.
I have.
What'd you do commercials
I
on?
used to work for Charter Communications, and I done their Southeastern region marketing commercials.
Oh, okay.
I lived in the city where we had the first municipal overbill for the state of Tennessee.
You understand green screens and all that this technology that they can do with stuff today?
I do.
It absolutely amazes me sometimes.
We had about 16 hours of filming for my first commercial that was 53 seconds.
16 hours? Wow, yeah.
Of course, it was in the heat of the summer. It was in August, so
For your first commercial or your last one?
my first one.
Oh, God. Well, let's just see what you got here, Miss Commercial Lady. All right, let's get down to some business here. So you don't do any more of that now, I take it?
No, I'm working from home now.
What do you do?
I do admin, payroll for contracting companies out of Massachusetts,
Oh, cool.
Connecticut, and Maryland.
And you do payroll?
I do.
I don't know if I could stand to do that or not.
I like numbers.
You have got 468, 64 here, and you walk with $450.
Okay.
Okay. You're not gonna jump up and down and holler for the camera?
I'm not. I cleaned out an old jewelry box. I've been divorced for 9 years, 8 years, 9 years.
I told a lady a few minutes ago, I said, it's kind of like getting money from home without writing for it, isn't it?
Amazing.
Been doing this so long that it's just,
I have a cousin back home. They own a jewelry store, and but you know, it's kind of hard to deal with family. So.
I understand, and plus, can you imagine the people that mail their gold off? You know, last year there was that company that run out nationwide ads that says, send us your gold and we'll send you money. I heard stories that ladies sent 3 class rings, which we know is worth $600, roughly.
Right.
3 class rings to them and got $15 checks. And I said, well, first of all, why would you send gold in the mail to somebody you don't even know?
Right.
And you can't talk about it, you can't discuss it, and you can't, well, it just sounded like the thing to do. No, I always sit down with somebody, 400, 40, and 50.
Thanks, sir.
If you'll sign out with Miss Norma over there for me, you're ready to go.
Am I gonna be safe walking out the door?
Yes,
back here?
ma'am.
Okay.
If there's not a policeman at either end over there to take care of you, come back here and I'll personally walk you out to your car.
All right, thank you,
All right,
sir.
thank
Have a
you.
good day.
Bye-bye. He said this tested 95% or better, and he said, you said it was 999. What was it? What did you melt?
It was I used to do industrial RT, and we would pull the silver out of the fixer, and it's supposed to come out 99.9% pure. And it took me a while to get just that little bit, like 50 gallons. But once I pulled it all out, it's just like, you know, chunks of silver, and I melted it all down. And that's what I got. Saved as much as the slag and everything off as I could.
If that be the case, it's worth $241. Because of what I think it is, or what it tests at, and what we think it is, we can do an assay on it and tell you exactly what it is and then pay you. Or I'd do $220, cut you back $21, I'd do $220 and just take a shot at it. Because it looks good to me. I don't think there's any problem with it. If you're, you know, if that's fair for you, it's fair for me.
That's fair. Totally fair to me.
Well, you know, I mean, it's hard to look at something like that, and when we file it, we know what our tests mean, and I think it's good. But how good? We got to go to a couple steps further, take a little more time, and
It'll be good.
you know, I'm willing to gamble $20 on it if you are. So.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right, brother. Thank you very much. Sign out Miss Norma there and just tell her you had a blob of 90%, 999 melted silver, scrap silver, industrial silver. What was that little guy called?
Marvin the Martian.
Who?
Marvin the Martian.
Marvin the Martian.
That's a good old cartoon.
I remembered, I just couldn't remember his name. Tim Carrot.
I watched the show the other night on TV.
Did you? What show did you watch?
One on Fox or something. It is Channel 12 at night.
Yeah, at 11:30 at
Yeah,
night.
that's how I knew you had a good parking spot
Yeah,
back here.
yeah.
Said the front is kind of difficult to get out of.
It's just, it's so crowded, and then you don't have much room to get in and out of the Brainerd Road, and there's a red light here and a red light. It's difficult. You park back here, you go out here, and it's red light controlled every time. Very easy.
Yeah, that's what I like.
You got $370 here.
I like it. This is the place to come.
We hope so. 1, 2, 320, 40, 60, 370. I thank you very much. If you'll sign out Miss Normal where you're ready to go.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good day.
Uh-huh.
The year was 2004. Facebook was founded by Mark Zuckerberg at Cambridge, Massachusetts. The groundbreaking for the Freedom Tower begins at Ground Zero in New York City. Lance Armstrong wins a 6th consecutive Tour de France cycling title. And gold closed out the year at $437.10. With prices recently hitting all-time highs, isn't it time to cash in on your broken and unused gold?
Need some extra spending money for the holidays? With gold at the highest it has ever been during Christmas, there's no easier way to turn your unused gold into quick spending money than Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds.
My name's Rick Davis. I know we're not the only one buying gold in this area, but we are the #1 buyer of gold in this area. We want to be your friend in the jewelry business. We want your business. Thank you, and God bless.
Stop in and see Rick and his friendly, experienced staff at 5301 Brainerd Road in Chattanooga. While there, be sure to mention that you saw this ad on the CW and receive your CW special. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, Chattanooga's premier jewelry store.
This is a segment that was pre-recorded from our show on Night Talk. We have inserts and people call in and ask questions, and we try to answer them on the spot. So if you'll view the show tonight, it'll answer some of your questions. If not, feel free to check us out at 5301 Brainerd Road. We're Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, and we're your friend in the jewelry business for over 35 years. Thank you, and God bless. Another thing that we're starting to see a lot of is we're starting to see a lot of diamonds, big diamonds coming out right now. Rolex watches and paper money. I seen a beautiful.
We don't talk much about paper money.
Well, paper money is one of those things that you've really got to have it in your hand, and there's not an in general term. Saddle notes, which people that don't deal or are not familiar with it, but they're a paper note that's almost 2.5 times the size of our dollar bills today. And some of those things they was educational notes. They was made with scenes of children playing and the trains and coming and the White House, Washington, and all the ponytails and things that used to. But they call them educational notes and saddle notes, and big, huge buffaloes on there, bisons in black with the backgrounds. And some of those notes will range. Oh God, they'll range somewhere from $35 being a cheap one up to I think Mike paid $7,000 or $8,000 for a $20 bill here a couple months ago.
So when were those out, and who used them? And why were they that?
Well, they was nationwide. They was United States currency. They come out after the 1817, 1820s, somewhere in that area. Confederate money, there's another good one. Real Confederate money, nothing that's copies, nothing that says facsimile on the back of it, which means copy from the old school. But the genuine Confederate money, if it's in pristine condition, brings a fortune.
But if it's in just, is there such thing as paper money being in just regular
Average,
condition, not pristine condition?
I mean, it's average, but it still brings good money, just in average condition. What we don't buy if it comes in is paper money that's just absolutely worn out. The corners are missing, it's ripped, it's got fold lines that you can see all the way across the room, it's got holes in it, you know. That kind of stuff doesn't have a great resale value.
Is it made out of like rice paper, silk paper?
It's a linen kind of paper. Most of the money's printed on a very fine linen, the counterfeiters even got to where they was actually buying or producing their own paper to print counterfeit money on. And that's something the federal government's worked on years, trying to get the paper quality up, the durability up.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of cost to just printing the money and, you know, getting it in circulation. So I think the average span of a $1 bill a couple of years ago, I remember reading it was 7 years. You know, so 7 years for a dollar bill to be around doesn't seem like a long time. But
No, it don't.
you imagine how many of them disappear and get completely chewed up. The dog eats it or something. You know, they don't have any way of tracking that.
So there's a good question. What is there a shortage of? Because, you know, there was a time here not too long ago they talked about we needed pennies at the bank because people were saving them. Is there a type of money that there's a shortage of?
Right now, there's a shortage on all types of money.
That's not the way I meant it.
I know what you're saying. When this boom that's been going on now for 4 years, 4.5 years, when this finally quits, slows down, and gets back to anywhere close to normal, which it probably won't for 2 more years. I mean, the economy's got to get back. We've got to be back on a somewhat of an even keel every day. But once that's done, once we get back to knowing where we the people stand as far as the American people, you're probably going to see a lot of coins that you would have never thought before being worth anything. You're going to see them skyrocket. And I'm talking about some of the silver dollars. You know, you think about how many silver dollars that's been melted down over the last 4 years for bullion price. A silver dollar that's worth $20 in collector value is today worth $28 in melt. What are you going to do with it? Especially if you got 2,000 of them.
Yeah, you're going to melt them.
You're going to melt them. You're going to get your $28,000 instead of your $20,000. So
I hadn't thought about that.
It's so rampant now that the people are just, I mean, I'm talking about the big boys, the smelters, where they've got trucks backing in, unloading these things every day. They're going to look up one day and say, right now, the most silver dollars that you hear about is a 21, 22 silver dollar. There's more minted of that year than any other year. And everybody says, that's just an old regular 21 or 22. But suppose everybody thinks that way in the entire country and melts every one of them. And just because nobody happened to put them back, you look up a couple of years down the road, there are no 21 silver dollars out there. You can't find them. Well, that $20, that $28 silver dollar that you melted, now very quickly becomes a $300 silver dollar or a $500 silver dollar. Yeah. Or if you really can't find any of them, you know, I mean, could it be $1,000, $10,000? You know, I mean, nobody can call that.
I never have thought of it that way, that everybody's turning them in now, and they're melting them, and there'll be a shortage of them. I never thought about that.
You know, you turn in 100, but you take one and put it over here. You know, you think that someday all the sanity will come back, and when it does, people are going to realize that some of these things that we treasure, or we used to treasure as a coin, is missing. And it takes a lot of time to decide what's left out there, what's not been melted, you know.
I'm often asked this question, and I hear a lot of comments about this. With like 130 people coming there every day, 125, whatever, over 100 coming there every day.
Every day.
So where are these people getting all this, and how they keep on, where does all these people coming from?
If I could answer that, I wouldn't have to work every day. I don't know, Judy, it's, you know, you think about it.
They just keep on coming.
They just keep coming. I'm Rick Davis, and we've set up a department in our store now for layaways for Christmas. The economy's bad. People sell their gold, but they also have things of interest to other customers. So we've got it 70% off of retail price. You don't have to pay high prices any longer. Plus, we've added the layaway. It's absolutely free layaway. Come in, make your selection with our well-informed staff. Put it in layaway, make your down payment. There's no layaway fees, no layaway charges. 70% off, and you still get to put it in layaway till Christmas. Come and see us. Rick Davis, thank you, and God bless.
During the holiday season, even Santa sometimes needs a little help. Ho, ho, ho! Rick Davis, Gold and Diamond, buying gold all day, every day.
Hi, I'm Rick Davis, and with the holiday season upon us, everyone's looking for ways to raise some extra money. We hope you pay attention to some of these shows because it's definitely ways to raise some extra money. And if we can help you with anything, please feel free to call us. Stop by the store at 5301 Brainerd Road. Check it out. We'll help any way possible. We hope you have a great Christmas holiday season. Thank you, and God bless.